nothing to be afraid of. You will just always out-trade it.
This MKOI comp, isn't it so difficult to play? You're
Absolutely.
playing Rakan with no front line. Like, I always think of Rakan as like, it's great.
Horrible for the K'Sante. Aurora is such a good lane bully. I do often prefer seeing her in top lane. Oh.
What? Oh my god!
This is everything. And then Caps realizes, hang on a second. Oh, flash into E. Yeah. Beautifully done.
Oh, but great from Jojo with revenge!
I mean,
And they have winning top. And of course, Jojo dying 1v1, not ideal, but he rectified the situation by getting a 1v1 back.
Polymorph's going to get forced to flash away. Accelerated shot blast is going to land though, and now Supa has a flank position. Heal coming out to try and get the extra movement speed. Valkyrie, Labrov flashes away from the grand entrance and shields himself with the help picks to get himself out alive. G2 escaped the clutches, but with a phosphorus bomb! Supa puts Labrov in the dirt.
And Elyoya and Supa there able to start that fight. Elyoya kind of baits them in with Supa being able to move. And alongside Jojo, since Caps was in the base, that was what sealed the deal and allowed MKOI to run them down and pick up that kill on Labrov. There's now more fighting in mid.
Caps dodges the Petrifying Gaze. SkewMond looking to get in here as well. Still only level 5. Will hit 6 off 2 minions. Gets there, but Alvaro is in there in time to defend Jojo. Caps doesn't want to use another Spirit Rush forward. See what G2 were thinking. Needed a couple of minions to die in the way for SkewMond to get towards that Cyclone.
I mean, a lot of this series has been about bot lane, and I'm glad that we're finally getting to make it about mid, because both of these mid laners are hungry for that action. Jojo not connecting the ulti, opened up a window for G2 to try and find a play. Caps, his hit rate on the charms hasn't been the highest this game, but it looks like G2's looking for more.
SkewMond going in with a Cyclone onto Elyoya. Second Cyclone with the decoy takes the kill. And SkewMond says it can be about mid lane if you want it to be, but I've been running the Rift in the first 2 games. I'll take out Elyoya.
I mean, SkewMond, he knew Elyoya didn't have the flash, and he jumps on the opportunity. He gets him with the Cyclone. As more trades happening around mid, I mean, this game, there is no relaxation here. It just keeps going.
In towards the bottom side onto Hansama. Supa doesn't have the flash, nor does Alvaro. Help picks, shield barrier out from Hansama as well. Supa and Alvaro forced back to their tower. Caps low. Jojo has enough for a Noxious Blast with the Twin Fangs. SkewMond's coming in from the side. This charm connects. SkewMond dashes in with an Nimbus strike. Accelerated shot blast. Flash forward. Knock back. Elyoya here in time to save his Canadian mid.
Neither of the teams want to give an inch.
Yeah, I mean, very
Third time's the charm. Let's hear the draft point.
Do you want me to bring the SkewMond down? Petrifying Gaze coming out. Miasma down. Spirit Rush from Caps is available, but he dashes away from the grand entrance, and now SkewMond's here in time to make the play. A polymorph to dash back in. Jojo gets the kill. SkewMond gets one in response. Supports and junglers facing off in the mid lane now, as both the mid laners have been sent to an early grave. Good accelerated shot blast from Elyoya will chunk out SkewMond.
Every time someone is on the same screen, there's an all-in. As Elyoya, you see each other on the screen and they want to fight.
Alvaro and Elyoya able to catch out Labrov. The quickness in, the Lulu down. Elyoya gets his second of the game. And now Hansama needs to retreat, but the chase can continue from Alvaro. Petrifying Gaze there from Jojo. Hansama underneath the tower, surviving for now, but now with a wave coming in, not really too much he can do in this situation. Trading blows with Elyoya will get Convergence complete.
That was kind of insane reaction times from Caps. It felt like that he
Jojo dodges the charm, the black polymorph, and 3-man Petrifying Gaze! And Labrov will feel the sting of the twin bangs from Jojo. SkewMond goes back in with a Cyclone, looking for the damage on Jojo, and they just about have it. A 1-for-1 in the exchange. Caps has to flash the knock-up. Alvaro almost dying. Just surviving. TP to the top side from Myrwn.
Being started off, here comes Caps from mid.
Got to be aware that this could be happening as the Bob's almost caught out. The Cyclone going in. Jojo gets the Petrifying Gaze onto Caps, but he's going to fall before they can do too much more. A quickness out of Alvaro, just used in retreat rather than attack, and Caps getting the resets on the Spirit Rush. Almost catches Elyoya with the charm. Hansama steps forward now. His turn to do the damage onto MKOI. They don't want to let Elyoya and Supa escape. Supa trying to get out the phosphorus bomb down, but SkewMond should be able to chase him out even with the barrier. Meanwhile, underneath the tower, a polymorph enough to make it for the G2.
Just like in the river that KOI was not ready for. A quick collapse, a quick engage, G2 pick up 4.
You can see like Jojo's been put in a side lane to try and deal with BrokenBlade. But BrokenBlade with the Kaenic Rooken And extra magic resist on top of it is able to survive. Caps just gets out, and now SkewMond's going to jump onto Myrwn. No between worlds, no flash on the Aurora.
Don't do it.
To try and go across the veil, but unable to escape the clutches of the Cyclone. Pulled in to the
really solo killed him. Still, it's SkewMond that's there first, so Myrwn ends up falling now and losing a little bit of that
Once
lead.
you free that Ahri up to move around to these side lanes, she becomes a lot more confident mid lane.
Goes along.
Gorgeous Valkyrie away. G2 are set on the tower. Still have the rift up.
Well, this will be a nice advantage picked up for Myrwn. He'll secure that top tower. The Grubs will finish that one off.
Little poked out. That's okay.
Yeah, as you say, Mary, it's not the end of the world for G2, but we can kind of see how MKOI wants to play. Myrwn, Elyoya, Supa, any of these champions, they're capable of doing a lot of bursts.
Oh, Myrwn can look at some here. The quickness used onto Myrwn. There's two atomized. Immediately deleted, and now SkewMond and Caps are being collapsed on.
A beautiful pick from KOI. A small positioning error from G2 quickly converts into 2 kills. Alvaro in a position to try and shepherd G2 into maybe another pick, because Baron could be a possibility.
Yeah, MKOI, they want more. They want to play for this Nash here. Alvaro putting vision, trying to spot SkewMond. They're going to start up the Nash. SkewMond does have the flash, he does have the smite, but he has no vision. Caps is TPing in.
Caps is going to walk forward. BrokenBlade there as well with the teleport. A 3v5. Myrwn trying to get in with the weirding. Elyoya down to half HP. Super tanking the Baron for now. It's 6,000. The Cyclone going in. The petrifying gaze is going to find one, but with the all-out, they manage to kill off Elyoya. Caps dashing around with the spear rush. It's 2 for naught for the 3v5. BrokenBlade dashing away, shielding SkewMond, flashes the wall. Caps looking for Supa, flashes into himself and still has the stopwatch. 3 for Nail and a 3v5. Make it 4. Jojo able to survive, but Labrov is here. Jojo can chase out Jojo, the polymorph. Hunt Summer here in time. The Baron does the dirty work for G2 as they clean up the fight.
This was a 3 versus 5, but Caps, SkewMond, and Broken. G2 are trying to get full control of this top side here. Oh, Jojo might be caught.
Jojo
does have the teleport. With the Shurelias there for the movement speed, G2 begins to collapse on the cast. TP out early doors. The Cyclone there in time. Extra movement speed from it. Poor SkewMond gets him in range. Jojo will fall.
And now it's MKOI that need to try to contest this Nash 4v5 potentially. But BB did get really chunked on mid here. Maybe that dissuades G2 from trying to start the Nash.
It's a scary Nash to do against this much poke and this much damage. SkewMond already brought down to about 60% HP.
Control wall will have been spotted there by Alvaro. They know that Caps is waiting. Spirit Rush. Alvaro dancing to his teammates. Dodges away from the charm.
I think with that, there's not going to be any Nash on the cards. And both teams.
Myrwn the charm. He went between the veil. Went invis and the charm still lands. Caps finding his man, looks for Alvaro as well, who has the grand entrance as an exit. And G2 still caught off the Baron for now.
They don't want to run the risk of starting off the Baron.
MKOI really need to land some crucial poke if they are to try to retake.
Super thinking if he can step up. The answer's no. To look for the Valkyrie out, but still can't escape. Caps gets the kill. Now 7-2 and 5 on this Ahri. A 3k gold lead for him as he looks to chase down Alvaro.
Caps, does he land the charm? He gets it onto Alvaro, but he's still quite tanky. He's going to be forced to burn the ulti, but that's going to be a Nash start from G2. It's a 4 versus 5. MKOI need to try to find the same miracle energy
Eyes
that
on
G2
Jojo.
Jojo putting the fangs into BrokenBlade. Hunt Summer down to half HP. Alvaro forced towards the top of the fight. Caps are looking to be that bouncer. Myrwn jumps in. Caps chasing Alvaro out. Myrwn flashes the wall. The charm does not connect. Caps goes golden. Elyoya misses the shot blast. The Baron secured for G2 as they keep MKOI at bay. The flash forward from Caps. Going in with the Foxfire onto Alvaro there, but Myrwn pops it between worlds and is able to escape himself. The Drake is up. BrokenBlade's going to face Jack. Dodges the petrifying gaze.
He laughs at him.
Oh my god. Petrifying gaze. It's so difficult. That was their one piece of CC. They really needed to try to dissuade this Nasher siege. G2, they won't just be looking for tier 2s. They're going to be looking for inhibitors. They're going to be looking to seal the deal on this game 3.
Still 4 waves left on this Baron buff. A little bit more than that. It continues to use the minions to his advantage to chip away at that inhibitor tower. SkewMond stepping forward. Hunt Summer there. Flash petrifying gaze into the quickness. Does manage to get the double charm and the double knockup. But SkewMond goes onto the backline immediately. And with the Cyclone and the decoy, he manages to get himself to safety. MKOI look for the engage. They pulled the trigger, but they couldn't find the kill.
Both sides walk away battered and bruised, but that was a 4v5. Caps in the mid lane secures a tower.
All out onto Myrwn. BrokenBlade looking for the 1v1. Basically a solo bolo as he pulls Myrwn away from his team, gets the kill. And because of that, G2 can step up on the bot side.
And Hansama has the healing with the Vamp Scepter. G2, they want to keep it going. Caps might look to TP back. Maybe they even want to try to end the game here.
Myrwn up in 40. No Petrifying Gaze, no quickness. Still flashes available for Supa, Elyoya and Alvaro, but MKOI definitely on the ropes. Reeling from the G2 onslaught, Miasma down to stop Caps going for an advance. Does have that Spirit Rush. G2 for the moment seems settled on double inhib if they can. 20 seconds on Myrwn.
Caps will look for one more play maybe. Unless they want to take the safer route, they don't want to risk it. But still, it's going to be 2 inhibitors for G2, and hope is low for MKOI. They need a miracle to get back in this game. So all G2 now need to do is get control of this top side, play for the tier 2. SkewMond should be completely fine here.
He can just run away from this, or he can run back in.
Goes back in, uses the Cyclone. Caps is on his way with a Spirit Rush 2, takes the Scuttle Crab for Elyoya at least, but the GA popped. Flash Charm immediately with the Zeke's the Weirding, not enough to kill off Caps. He'll Spirit Rush out between worlds, doesn't quite clip SkewMond's heels. So Myrwn unable to find the damage in the end. The Weirding again on Caps with an accelerated Shock Blast. G2 just made it out of their base. He was holding off on pushing out that wave, but needs the gold. Still only to get 2.5 items as SkewMond looks for the Cyclone, gets the double knockup. Charm coming out as well as Alvaro dives back in. SkewMond will fall for this. Super caught out there with the all out, and he'll go down as well. A 2-for-1 so far in the exchange. Jojo coming back to base rapidly, but is it going to be quick enough to save this inhibitor tower? G2 with 4, MKOI only with 3. They back away. The inhib tower chipped away. Has 2 plates left on it. Hansama still relatively untouched as he steps in on this Yanara.
The super minions are a little bit broken up. You can see after pushing out that bot wave, very far away from actually creating any pressure. Mid wave has been caught by the Aurora. 4 members now once again from G2 in top lane.
You do need to be careful. Alvaro's up in 5 seconds. If they overstay here, MKOI could try to run them down.
50 seconds on the Baron. I think this game will end before we get to that point, unless KOI can steal away this Baron.
KOI needs to try to break the wall that is BrokenBlade, but Caps off on the side.
3 fast side alterations available for MKOI. They can spot out the pit, but they don't really think that this is happening yet. Or if they do, they've already given up the ghost on it. G2 will be able to take the Baron. Double supers on the bot side. MKOI needs to clear out that wave pretty soon. The rest of them are not in the best spots for G2 to actually advance.
MKOI now, they need to try to find an engage immediately, because otherwise G2, they will just be running down your base with the super minions. With that Nash, those minions will do so much.
Importantly, mid lane inhibitor about to respawn. Bot lane as well, 30 seconds away. G2 aggregating around this mid lane inhib after just taking the top. GA still not back to SkewMond, a few seconds at least left on that. MKOI now look to defend their bot lane inhib if they can. There is a super minion on its way through this bot lane. Good damage onto Labrov, that's half his health gone.
Jojo is who they're most afraid of. His ability to turn an entire fight with a good ulti is the thing that G2 has to respect. The poke is going to continue to come down. The charm connects.
Onto Supa, no flash on him, has to get away. Uses the barrier. Jojo looks for the damage on the BrokenBlade, but just doesn't have the itemization to get through that Cassante. Supa will heal back up on the fountain. The first Nexus tower down to half HP. Knocked back with the Q3. BrokenBlade did catch out Elyoya, but won't go for any more. Now the double supers here to help G2's advance. Myrwn going in, the quickness for the Great Wild Growth will knock up Alvaro as SkewMond dives onto the backline with his Guardian Angel back up. Myrwn tried to go in, but he gets fell first. Jojo flashing away from BrokenBlade, but low mana, and not really much he can do to save his base as G2 advance. Hansama taken out by Elyoya. The last man standing over here, Jojo unable to get back, and Elyoya can't find a way in. G2 for the 10th time in a row will be going to final.